So our mission is to practice the gospel values of love, hope, and compassion through service, support, and collaboration. It's a very broad mission, but we have a lot of different focuses across the state. So our focus here in Northern Utah is actually mostly on hunger. Food is just one of those basic needs. You know, if you aren't having your basic needs taken care of, then there's no way that people are able to focus on making other changes in their life to hopefully get them to a better situation. So every month we serve about 1,800 households. And when you count all the adults and kids that are in those households, we have about 5,000 individuals that we help through our pantry with food. There's a lot of different reasons that people need help. Very tough, especially right now with the housing situation, to be able to afford rent and utilities and food, and if you've got kids and the cost of healthcare and everything else that's going on. So a lot of our families just struggle, and it can be one little emergency that kind of puts them over the edge where they find themselves needing help. So our clients have to meet some financial criteria, and they can come once a month to get a basket of food. The food they leave with is a pretty decent cart. We hope to supplement about 5 days. It's not going to take care of the full month, but you can really see a change in their whole spirit from the time they walk in the door needing assistance and leaving with a cart full of food and just having a little bit of a burden taken off of their day for a few minutes. We also have our Bridging the Gap Childhood Hunger program. There's about 20,000 kids in Weber County. They're on free and reduced lunch programs at school. But a lot of times when they go home for the weekend, some of those kids struggle, and the teachers will tell you they come back to school not having eaten regularly over the weekend. So right now we work with 7 schools, and we're serving roughly about 3,000 students a month with the full program. We never want to stigmatize any child for needing help with food. So the schools we do the full program at are 80 to 100% enrollment rates in free and reduced lunch programs. So it's pretty much every child that needs help. But there's also a lot of schools where it might be 50 kids or 25 kids or 100 kids that need help. So the pantry packs are gallon-sized Ziploc baggies, and they've got 6 meals and 4 snacks. And we can take a certain quantity out to a school, and they can very discreetly place those in the kids' backpacks. So there's no room to be teased. Nobody has to know that they're getting help with food, but they're still getting something to get them through the weekend as well. You know, there's a lot of other situations you don't think about with the hunger and the schools. The principal was thanking us for the program and telling us how beneficial it was to the students, and just saying, I wish we could do more for the holidays. But he was talking about spring break, and he said he had kids that had serious anxiety about being away from school for a whole week because they don't know what they're going to eat. And just the thought process of our kids being worried about being away from school because they don't know what they're going to eat is heartbreaking. We give out almost 3 million pounds of food every year, and a lot of that is donated through the community or corporations in our community and churches. So I think we all get so caught up in our lives about what other people have that we don't, and worrying about those types of things, that we don't always consider how many people are in a much worse situation than we are, that look up to us and think how blessed we are. So it's nice to get a flashback to how blessed we really are and be able to help others out.